Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB. Today in the arena, an absolute maniac, one of the true control gamers out there. Greg Orange made top 8 of the Magic World Championships with a blue-white based control deck that splashes a little bit of green for some of the gnarliest things that you can be doing in Standard. Specifically, 4 copies of Up the Beanstalk, 1 in a green. It enters the battlefield, and whenever you cast a spell with mana value 5 or greater, draw a card. So, card advantage when you play your Hornlocked Whales, Leyline Bindings, and Sunfalls. This maniac, his name is Greg Orange, and he's been playing various blue-white control decks for a very long time. He first arrived on my radar back in the Dominaria days, running Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, and decking people after using its ultimate and the Teferi Tuck to never run out of cards. That is the hero we need. So, it is with great pleasure that I'm going to play Greg Orange's Bant control list in today's video. And yeah, can green possibly make that much difference? Well, if you're going to run the laydown arms and the leyline bindings, and you're going to run the lands over here like Jetmir's Garden and Spar's Headquarters to give you the plains type, it doesn't really hurt that bad. Maybe a little bad. You have an Eye Coast, those can hurt, but it doesn't hurt that bad to throw in the green. And with Up the Beanstalk just being a 2-mana play that draws a card, but then later in the game draws you another card and another card and another card. If you get 3 or 4 cards off this 2-mana play when you weren't going to do much with it anyway, you are doing the thing. There's also some sweet X spells to pick up more card draw. If you cast Syncopate for 5, or, well, actually X equals 4, or March of Otherworldly Light for X equals 4 or higher, you draw a card off those plays as well. Over here you have a sideboard for you best of 3 gamers. Nothing I would ever do. Let's see if this control deck can stand on its own 2 feet in the best of 1 meta. Let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin.
Command Fest Orlando is coming October 20th to 22nd. So get ready for a weekend full of Magic the Gathering in one of the country's premier vacation destinations. Get your tickets now at commandfestorlando.com.
On the draw, no green mana, but hopefully Make Disappear will get us there. We'll see if the 3-colorness of this deck just clowns it on the very first game. Soldiers should be able to beat us pretty handily. All they need is a Thalia here, and I may as well concede. Anytime. Okay, no Thalia. There's a green source, but I think I need to Make Disappear here. Or we'll just get too far behind too quickly. And I don't think I'd Make Disappear the Resolute Reinforcements. The opponent's about to probably play that, which adds 3 damage to the battlefield. I think I have to Make Disappear the follow-up. Although this does slow that damage down a lot. Yeah, never mind. We have to Make Disappear anything we can, because if the opponent just hits me for 4 and then has another instant speed thing or anything like that, we're just out of the game. And it does look like they have another one, but at least we're only taking 1 more this turn. Ugh, this garden is a turn off. Oh, that's a good draw. Okay. Well, I mean, it's something that does something. That's what we needed. The best of 1 conundrum is real. There's just no time to play the Beanstalk ever. Well, not on the draw. Uh-huh. I'm sure they have a Make Disappear, so drawing that out is also pretty good for us. Let's see if they do it here. Okay, Sentinels on Sentinels. This is kind of the same thing. We need to have a high enough life total that we can go Sunfall, not die, and go Sunfall again. Since we're doing Sunfalls over the next couple turns, and since Broker's Charm doesn't actually do anything, I think we need a Beanstalk. We really need a 2-mana play there. But, I mean, we can make them play around. Make them play around, Make Disappear, right? They don't know we have nothing. Still, are we dead after they counter this Sunfall? I think we are, because they can bring in the Sentinel. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See, they played around that make disappear. Are we dead to 1 attack, though? All right, well, they're playing the stuff. They don't have it. They don't have the counter spell. Love that for us. They are holding back. They realized after that counter didn't happen that they overcommitted. Boom. That's a Sunfall. And it drew a card. How cool is that? Oh, playing around counter magic. Really playing around counter magic. All right, try to save that Sunfall for the last possible move then. We can't attack into this if we have 2 mana. Get rid of this. Try to save that Sunfall. They're back. Oh, they're leaning in. They don't have the untapped 2 mana. Oh my. Okay. It's like that. Do we try to draw a make disappear? I think we do. It's not there. Do we blow up the beachhead? I mean, eventually it's an Anthem. I've got to believe there'll be a better target for this someday, though. Binding is beautiful. Sunfall. Do it again. Now we have a make disappear. That feels good. That's the MTG experience I'm looking for. Vanguard. Passing. Beanstalk. The engine is coming alive. Patience here, because we know they can flash in Resolute Reinforcements if I tap out. There's no reason to give them that. There they are. I think we just cast the make disappear when we have a target. Just trading it for anything is good right now. Soldiers is so good at playing around it. Frontliners. 1 card left. This will draw 2 and exile the veteran. And they know that is just too much value. Suck it, soldiers. Yeah. Another percentage gamer coming for me. We have lay down arms and binding on the play, so we're ready for the aggro decks. That's what's important. We're not playing aggro, good. We'll just find some beanstalks eventually and drag this out. Yay! Mono red. Oh, good. Love that for me. My face! I surrender. Belden. Still missing red if I play this, but it does turn on binding for instant speed. Yeah, let's have a binding for a squee. And if they don't squee, we'll exile the Felden. Not my first rodeo is a phrase in the US. I think you're supposed to say it with a cowboy accent, though. No, I will not demonstrate. Today I will not demonstrate. Okay, Godric. Play another creature. Ancestral Anger. Well, that won't trigger the Godric. And I don't want them to draw this card. So we will bind Felden. Take 3. And now we have the untapped land, so we still have Wandering Emperor, and we get to exile Godric. Good position, good position. Scoundrel. Scoundrel do what? Treasure. It's kind of weird. Oh, we raging. Okay. Because you had another roll you want to disperse. Sure. Do I do this now or do I do this? Let's save the exile effect. There's no damage dealt from that. Whereas Wandering Emperor exiling something in the future could be huge. Why did they make that treasure, though? They just not sure what to do? If I play Wandering Emperor here, I think they're going to bolt it, but that's like gaining life.
I've learned much during my guards. To me.
They didn't kill it yet. Okay, in that case, I'll try to make the knight bigger.
We've got the edge in this fight.
Numbers go up is harder for burn decks to kill than numbers go down. Adversary. Okay, they were holding adversary to get back the play with fire. Or the anger. That's good, because I have a solution. They don't like solutions. Mono Red hates it when you have solutions. Ooh, yay. Somebody around 500. That way a win actually ranks us up a little more. There's only 1 plains. And we're on the draw. That's pretty rough, but at least I'm ready for a 1-drop. Like, nope, can't get that 1-drop, can I? Rough. Ward. Ward 2 is an ability, man. It really is. Into a training grounds. And a grifter. How close are they to the combo already? Cost 1 mana? Do we have time to get down the beanstalk? Do we need to hold up a syncopate? I'm not sure. This is a combo deck. I plan to play it on the channel. It was revealed at Worlds. I'm honestly unsure what I'm supposed to do, but I think I should disrupt. Omen Hawker 2. Okay. Hawker, I think, is the more important piece. But it's hard to recall. Alright, destroy the training grounds is probably the next important thing I can do. Really need to draw into a Sunfall, though. My guess is this deck is very good against control. Surge Engine. Let's go. Untap it. Swing, yeah. They're turning on the aggro. They only have 2 lands, though. Beanstalk. Where's my Sunfall? Where the hell is my Sunfall? In fact, where are any of my 5 mana plays? They're gonna level. They sure are. They're gonna level some more. Because they have the Omen Hawker. They sure are. 5-4 acquired. Boseju. I would love to use that on a Cauldron. I'm pretty sure we're going to die to just their nonsense if we don't kill the engine. 12. 5 damage on board. Lay down arms off the top. What has to go? Man, that ward is a beast. But if there's not one of these in the graveyard, they can't combo. Okay, consider. Have you considered that I have considered? Keeps it. Whatever it is, they kept it. Ouchie. Rona. Okay. Just give me something to syncopate. They can transform, yeah? They need 5? Well, no, they have the Hawker. Ah, okay, they're draw discarding. I'm really hoping they stay focused on combo. Really hoping if they put anything on the stack, that would be huge for me. Okay. We want to do this for 4, so we draw a card. And so it actually counters it since they have 3 mana open. They should not fight over the syncopate though. It's just a sleight of hand. Like countering it doesn't... I guess the spell pierce, maybe the spell pierce isn't good going into the future. So I guess I get that. All right, Cauldron on board. That is a key part of the whole thing. Making infinite mana though is all about the Fae. So at least we got that out of the graveyard, but they can still just make things into surge engines, which those are some pretty sick abilities. All right, where's our Sunfalls at? Wandering Emperor, huh? What do we have to exile? Well, let's start here. Make disappear. Yuck. I think we just want to do this now.
Run away.
Is it the Grifter or the Rona? The Rona provides all that card selection and can turn into a 5/5. Let's go for the Rona. Upgrading the Grifter is strong, but the Rona transforming is what I think they would do on their turn. Threaten us the most. But drawing these counter spells right now is not great. We really need a board wipe. Binding would be nice. So many things would be nice. Okay, here's the Knife. Discarding the Fae. Oh no, is that game? They still need an Omen Hawker underneath it, right? I think they still need an Omen Hawker to go infinite.
I'll be back.
Oh. Eh? Does that work? Okay. Hanging in there. Hanging in there. Maybe I should have waited until they tried to put a counter. Well, I'm sure they put the counter over here. They already have a counter on that creature. It's all creatures with counters gain those abilities, right? Is this going to be infinite? 2 to untap it. Taps for 2 to activate abilities, right? It's not quite there. Oh, does that do it? I think that's unlimited mana. I think they got it. I think they actually got it. It's because they were able to get that Fae in the graveyard. Now they give it that Connive ability so it can draw its deck, right? Yeah. This is it. Because of Training Grounds, it costs 1 less, so they get infinite mana to generate abilities. They make this as big as is necessary, and they attack my face. And that's how that deck wins. Well, we've got early removal, so we'll keep the hand. Okay, Ramp. This is the matchup that when you play this deck, this is what you want to play. It should give you enough time for your value engines to take over the game. This is fine. Might be the Cascade deck, which could be a little bit more difficult. So we want Make Disappear and Dissipate for next turn. And get that little Bramble Familiar off the board. Because I don't think they'll have a good 3 mana play. They have a Flesh Gorger. It's not bad. That's not great. We can take a few hits from the Flesh Gorger, and it's not producing this cascade of value. Yeah, let's use the Make Disappear while we can. And do we want to exile this Flesh Gorger? Feel like we do, but Sunfall, I don't want to exile the Sunfall. The Sunfall's too important. Let's just be patient. We'll find another way to deal with this. I mean, we have the Aganjo in hand that can also do it. How many invasions of Alara did they draw? They're going herding. Normally you keep that as a threat, so they must have needed the land and they must have some other 7-drop cards. Alright, let's take the damage this turn and cast the Deluge. Those are cards we need. Let's get down the Beanstalk. Beautiful. There's a binding from our opponent. Binding here would cost us 2 and take down the Dissipate Shield. So we let this go. My plan is to bind their binding and get the Beanstalk back later after we've probably dealt with the Flesh Gorger. They just go for a tally here. Nope. Can't have that. I'm going to bind the Beanstalk, or bind the binding to get the Beanstalk, and see if we hit land this way. We do. Pass. Got Make Disappear ready for another 7-drop. Okay. Well, March can get it. It's an expensive March, but it can get it. And they're cycling. All right. So we've seen their hand. They can't invade Alara here. Let's Wandering Emperor this Gorger now. It's not quite like paying the full ward cost if you gain 2 life back. And you get it out of the graveyard.
I am almost sad to see you go. I have got new moves.
And now we start exercising that patience. Oh, another one. Okay. They go for the Wandering Emperor, maybe?
I'm never done for good.
And the cycling continues. Bang. Let's get the Beanstalk back. Keep the value train going. Tawara. Second Beanstalk. And pass. Ah, yes. The driver's seat. It's a beautiful feeling. I don't have double blue? Should tap more carefully. Alright. Let's exile the Sunfall. I'm not worried about a herd migration. Because we've got the value train going. They're winning the binding wars.
I am the Emperor of Kamigawa. You protect. May your blade strike true.
Go for the throat. Okay. Could be worse.
Keep watch for intruders.
Double Beanstalk with Memory Deluge. I don't think they trigger off this though. Maybe I'll find out. Because they are definitely in that scoop territory. Alright. Triggers? No triggers. Good to know. Beanstalk number 3.
Our enemies.
My goodness, do they stack. So, what you gonna do? Gonna virtue me? Maybe you're gonna virtue me? You're gonna virtue me. Yep. That is a Boseiju target. But let's get a whale going. Draw 3. Yes! Oh, I'm having a whale of a time. Alright. Graveyard check. No creature. No creature. No reason to Boseiju until a creature's in the yard. If they're not getting the trigger, no need to panic. Oh, they're toast, I think. There's the herd. Yeah, we'll just make it disappear. Ice cold. And another draw 3, please. I know they're at 31. I'm somehow not concerned. Whale noises.
Remember your training.
Sound like a really sad dog. But we don't need to talk about that. Cemetery Desecrator. Of course, we do 5, so we can get draws from Beanstalk. We only had to do 4. Just hitting 5 was quicker. Oh, Broker's Charm. That also destroys enchantments. Might as well. They are playing it out. They refuse to surrender. Never mind. They have surrendered. Ah, that's the control life you're looking for. We go first. Let's bring it. We don't do anything till turn 3, and the Lightning Bolt sleeves plus Jace Avatar plus Soldier over here leave a lot of questions as to what our opponent's really doing. Nah. Draw playable. Nope. Somehow I just suspect I'm still going to get mana screwed. That's just how it goes, right? You gonna roll, or are you gonna treasure? You're gonna roll. Okay. Could be worse. Could be worse. Let's see what we see from our opponent this turn. Do they have a land? They do. It's probably the best land they could have. They have another Kumano, which is not worth a dissipate. I think the best thing that we can do this turn is charm the Kumano. The reason I like charming the Kumano is because the binding can get cheaper. We might be able to double spell with it in the future. It's also possible we're supposed to kill this Kumano, but life total is what matters. You gotta protect the life total. Lay down arms. Ooh, you can hold up the dissipate. Okay. Let's do that. I love Wandering Emperors, but I need to get this dissipate out of my hand or it will rot the entire game. And they're incentivized to play a creature here because they want that +1/+1 counter. So this is the window for it, I think. They keep on top. Let's see if they still have a land drop after keeping on top. They do. Now they're going for the chick. That'll have the counter. So I guess I'll dissipate it and make them play another creature if they want something to stick. If they have the squee, their hand is really good. But no, it's just Foundry attack. We love this. 7. All right. Land off the top. Binding keeps getting cheaper. Double spelling the binding will be a potential outcome of next turn, depending what we draw. They've hit all their lands. Power up Foundry. But they have to keep investing mana into the Foundry, so I'm okay with that. Let's play Wandering Emperor. Actually, I think we do take out the Foundry. We're probably an adversary gamer. They might need that mana.
You are not much of a
It also doesn't die to a Sunfall. The Whale. Let's make a 2/2.
Keep watch for intruders.
Squee is here. Let's bind Squee. No creature. No attack. It's Beanstalk. Syncopate. Don't know if that will be any good against a red deck who's hitting land drops. The last card appears to also be a land. So they flooded quite a bit. But we are still at 7. Hopefully setting them up for a whale here, and then if we draw land, we slam the whale and we have a giant 6/6 wall. Ow! Do they have to? Must you have the play with fire? That has to be what they drew, or we would have seen it before. They keep on top. Now they attack. Interesting. They want the 2/2 out of the way? No? Oh, Frenzy. Okay. Well. Put the etching wherever. They know what's on top. Do they want the etching on top of it? They do. Wow. Okay. Can play this for 4, and I probably will because that's where we're at in this game. This will knock me down to 4. This will draw me a card. Another Sunfall. What's it going to take to hit my land? We are about a land away from a wonderful spot. We can't do it, but I guess Wandering Emperor. So let's see what they kept on top. Probably a burn spell. Not a burn spell. Remember, they kept this on top with a play with fire.
May your blade strike true.
Okay.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
Guess we'll hold up mana. Usually I'd play the whale there to block, but we already have a blocker in place and another Emperor in hand. Stoke the Flames would do it, though. Nothing's tapped right now to exile. Brotherhood's End. What? Opponent? You sure?
I guess that's it then.
That's what they kept on top, perhaps? Swifty. I think I'll take my 2 life.
Now we've done it. That's coming off. This is
Brotherhood's
what you get
End
for
in your
hurting.
mono red, huh? Now they are really getting spicy out there. Game Time Greg is ranked 617. Here we go. You might notice these little dots here. You know what that means? It means this is a best of 3 match. I just needed something. Some kind of a matchup that wasn't mono red. The risk of making content in best of 3, you could lose an hour of your life and have a match that's not worth watching, so pull for me, guys. I'm nervous. Spar's headquarters. All right. Looks like it's going to be one of those rampy type matchups, which is what we're looking for. So expect a lot of staring. Trying to decide if I can cycle these. Opponent with the Murex. Do we need to blow that up? Probably. Should we blow it up now? Probably. One might has arrived. One might to rule them all. Cycling these lands doesn't look particularly great. So we'll probably take some poison for a minute while we hold up counter magic. Briefcase. Strong card. Draw 3 is good. So I think we're just marching it. They can put it in their graveyard by sacking it for mana, but they let it get exiled. All types are on deck. They're invading Zendikar. Let's sink that. It's a bit too much advantage. Also makes us worry about their board if they're attacking the invasion. We need some card draw, though. Some kind of value. Sunfall's not a bad card. Maybe they'll herd migration. We can let it happen. Patience. We really, really, really want this game won. There's 5 planes. I guess we're close to being able to, like, lay down arms in Atraxa. Something of that nature. Okay, they are cycle drawing. And do I need a beanstalk, though? Let's slow down that might. There's a beanstalk. Right on time. Yeah, binding. Okay. Do I bring out the whale? Let them resolve an Atraxa? I don't think so. I think that would be a mistake. Stay patient. There's a march to get our beanstalk back. We need Sunfall for herd migration. There it is. Because they're going to try to use those herd migrations to draw out our counter spells. But if we have a Sunfall, it doesn't go that way. Too bad I'm 1 mana short of getting back the binding. Opponents turning to the emote game. We'll see just how good at emotes they are after this. Might have another. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I might need this to lay down arms Atraxa. Moving to end step. Lovely sight. You gonna take out the beanstalk again? Yes, you are. But we still get a card out of it. It's a good deal. Negate. Quite strong. Doesn't counter an Atraxa, though. Let's try a little attack you for 6. See if that loosens them up. Boseiju. You know they didn't want to play that. Leveler. Not something I anticipated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 1 more planes. Will I draw it? Trying to decide whether or not to deploy a whale here. I don't think I do. There's the planes. Could have done it. Do they have another one? The ramp deck is going hard so far. All right, whales up. Murex. So good, so lucky I played that Rafine's Tower 2 turns ago. Or lucky? I mean, that was a decision. I should give myself more credit. That is... I attack for 12 this turn, right? So this is fine. I just have to protect the win. Make sure I have the mana available for the negate. Don't tap out. Get it. All right, game 2. Oh, what does this interface do and how does it work? All right, against this deck, you have to believe that Destroy Evil is pretty good. You have to believe also that Disdainful Stroke and Negate is good. Shark seems like a good threat. The Hullbreaker Whore might be good. There's actually a lot of options here. What we don't have to be worried about is them coming after us too quickly. What I am wondering is what their sideboard pivot will be. Most of these decks do a sideboard pivot of some kind when they're in these matchups. The Sunfalls are still really good against the Herd Migrations. I'm not sure the Wandering Emperor is good, but we definitely saw Cityscape Leveler. The Broker's Charm is very good. The Make Disappears, I think our opponent will just wait out the Make Disappears, and that's why we shift to hard counters. Although Syncopate, yeah, Syncopate's tough. On the draw, I might need it, though. Their curve is too good. How about Lay Down Arms? Lay Down Arms is not a great card in this matchup. Ooh, sideboarding content with CGB, right? Are the whales actually good? Actually, no. Whale finished that last game, but it's not because the whale is good. My main concern is if the opponent gets ahead against this lineup that we can't catch up. On the draw, maybe 3 sharks is too many, and maybe the Hullbreaker Whore is too slow. Yeah. Actually, you know what? I don't think we need the Hullbreaker Whore for the matchup. I think we want to keep all the potential counter spells, even the expensive ones. All right, let's roll. Many of you haven't seen sideboarding before. Or maybe you have, and you just put up with a lack of it for me. Let me know in the comments if you've seen sideboarding before. I noticed that most of the best of 3 videos cut the sideboarding. Let me know if you think I should cut the sideboarding. 2 strokes, we'll keep. What really matters, though, can they get something on board that forces me to act, or do my strokes actually get to do some work? They have a binding. That's what that priority stick right there is. Stompies. Stompy is good. It's good against Wandering Emperor. Plains. We needed second plains for the Wandering Emperor. I was debating whether or not to play this or cycle it. I guess 3 plains makes Laydown Arms good, but we took that out of the deck. That's how that works. So they're potentially up 2 lands on us. That's really good. Invasion. If they attack it, in 2 turns we could Sunfall, but I think that's giving them too much of a lead. I did not leave up Wandering Emperor, but I doubt there will be anything to exile with it right now. I wish I had this last turn, though. Oh, I did leave up Wandering Emperor. I forgot I played that plains. All right, let's get it down. They might be able to attack it next turn, but I like to stress their system, so to speak. So here's a 2/2. If they want to bind it, good.
Let your blade do the talking.
Shark. Ooh. You definitely want to bind the shark. We could Disdainful Stroke the binding, but then we're exposed. I need them to tap out first. Let's make double samurai that could trade with the stomper. That would incentivize the opponent to bind the emperor. Let's leave up Odawara and the 2 counter spells. Play the tap land and pass. I'm definitely not looking to cycle it because we're in a place where we might miss a land drop soon and we need all of them. Love seeing them play the Boseiju. Now that is a card. Can't be countered, huh? Let's see if they attack down the Emperor. They do. And they go face. So let's bounce our Emperor. Or do we? Do we let that go? We're going to Sunfall, and our opponent might Atraxa. I guess we have to hope they do not Atraxa. The other option is we could play this land, say go, and then hope to draw 1 more land, and then Sunfall. Man, this is tough. How many of those Rexes do you think they have? I think they have a good number. Forcing the Sunfall is really good for them too. But it's also possible we can get enough toughness to stop this. Saving the Emperor doesn't help. I think we need to do this. Gotta stay patient here.
Try not to miss me.
Okay. We want to look good and desperate while we take a big time bump from this Rex and set up stroke after Sunfall or make disappear after Sunfall. There it is. Okay. Make that disappear. They attack with both. Do we want to prevent the toxic? I think we do. We lose everything, but we get no poison counters and 4 damage. Well, then our Sunfall token's not very big either. We could also take a big hit to make a big Sunfall token, but I don't think it's worth it. Oh, the shark being around actually is kind of important, right? For our Sunfall token, our big incubate. So I think we block like this. I'm close to dead to another Rex. There's not a lot I can do about that. So we incubate 5, and we incubate 4. And do they have another one? They have a tally. They have no mana open. Wonderful. Land. Let's activate. Time to turn the game. They have a Sunfall. We have the counter. All right, you get 1 turn, make it count. I'm ready for you. Anything but a Rex. Anything but a Rex. Don't do it to me. Sunfall. No blue mana available. I think they have a binding to get not quite another turn. That's 3 life. That's not enough. Oh, wait. Land binding. They're still alive with 1 card left. Oh, no. Oh, no. March. Do I attack them all? Because can we play around a top deck? We can. Against a top deck Tyrannix Rex. There's an Atraxa. No! Okay. What do you get? We can remove the Atraxa, but if they get a binding, they can take out the 4/4. They get a full refill here. Okay. And they can gain another 3. Ah! I didn't play around that, did I? Mm, 1 point. beanstalk. Come on. Feed me. Putting this out there is a little risky because I think they'll play the leveler. Okay. But we can attack through a leveler and potentially win. Right? Because they're going up to 7 and they're going down to 1. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. I guess they can make 2 blockers. Yeah, they can probably make 2 blockers here. Then we just draw 1 removal spell and we've got it. But if I'd attacked with this last turn, wouldn't have mattered. I played around the top deck dinosaur. No! Another migration. They just keep hitting the migration. Oh no! I'm gonna lose this game. God, I gave them an inch and they took it the distance. Now that's what I get for playing around anything. All right, 1 point. How do I deal 1 point? That ain't it. That ain't not it. Okay. It's not good. Definitely not good. We're not quite dead. But now they have Disdainful Stroke. Huh? All right, then. Fine. I wonder if they had it. Or if they just drew that. They might have had it. It's totally possible. All right, we need to draw, so... I know it can't be countered, but I need a card. And we can go to a game 3. Maybe I really was going to lose the game there if I didn't play the way I did. All right, best thing to do against the Rex. I don't have great solutions. I have meh solutions. I mean, 6 mana, like putting a whale in front of it doesn't do too much, but maybe whale is where it's at. Those leveler was still in the deck, but Rex is clearly their pivot. Now we're on the play, so Hullbreaker Horror seems a lot better. Shark, they still had Sunfall in there, but probably not many. Everything seemed pretty good except Wandering Emperor, to be honest. I think going down to 1 is okay. We almost had that regardless. That was insanely close. Not a mulligan. Getting to keep 7s. 7s are nice. Just hope we don't get mana screwed. Don't think they'll do anything on 2 I have to worry about, and I want to slam a shark on 3 and be really assertive here and make them have it. Right, priority check. They don't have a binding here. Tap land, but oh, okay. Yeah, they didn't have all the types. I guess that makes sense. We're gonna miss a land drop. Ugh. Why? They have Murex, they have Invasion. Let's syncopate the Invasion. That mana advantage is so huge here. Or I could just get the shark back and get to work. You know, I think that's the play. I'm gonna try to tempo them. Ugh. But I need to draw land. Without a land, I don't think it will work. Okay. There we go. Big plays. Oh, not yet. Another binding. All right, so let that resolve. Put it on the stack. Incubate. Let's see if they have the stroke here. Not yet. Remove this. Another one? Wow. Okay. See the target. It's my binding. So resolve. Not much I can do there. Can Sunfall for 5. Not enough. But there's still a 6/6. And that might make the difference. Destroy evil. Perfect. We go to 12. Seven mana. 8 mana. A tally. We deny the tally. We deny the tally. 1 card left. Will it be an Atraxa? Will we draw a counterspell? Will we have a chance? We draw a counterspell. That might do it. The math is working out perfect. We pick at the invasion. They cast a Sunfall. They cast a Sunfall. I could get back the shark. Oh, man. I say we go for the win. Go for it. The in best of 3. Let me know if you enjoyed the best of 3 content. Also, you know, let me know if you hated it. Although honestly, I look at the algorithm stuff, the analytics. That's the word I'm looking for. I look at analytics for that information to see if everybody just tuned out the moment I entered a best of 3 match or started sideboarding. But for me, it's really been hard to get games that aren't just mono red wins or mono red loses. And getting to play some best of 3, you know, for those who stay till the end, maybe you pick up some sick new technology. And it does rank us up a little bit more as we are back in the top 1,000. I can do the post-game wraps right here. Rega Orange's control deck is wonderful for mid-range battles. You saw the value that Up the Beanstalk can provide and kind of some of the amazing things that the deck can do. But once again, adding a 3rd color to your deck, similar to Esper yesterday, just makes your deck so much worse in best of 1. The Pain Lands cost you games, a missing color costs you games, and best of 3 is just more forgiving. There's no hand smoothing algorithm, and the meta tends to be slower because sideboarding in anti-mono red cards tends to discourage mono red players. So they just go play best of 1. So if you want to play a 3 color control and mid-range deck, or maybe even more colors than that, like our opponent here, then going into best of 3 can be a much more rewarding experience overall. Just make sure you have the time for it. This is 25 minutes for a 3-game match between ramp and control, which is actually pretty brisk, to be honest. So if we can do it like that, I think we can make video out of it. If we can't, I don't know. But make sure you leave me a comment and let me know. But you've reached the end of the video, so you're already doing so much to support the channel. Thank you. If you would like to do more, check out the sponsors of our video, Ultimate Guard, Cool Stuff Inc., and Moxfield. You can also become a member by hitting the join button down there and use sick emotes in the comments. And there's also a bunch of links to other things that could help me out, like downloading untap.gg. Those are in the description. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave me a comment. Let me know if I need to do more best of 3. You're cool. The one in best of 1. Do you love him?
Oh, yeah.
Envy him?
Híjole, madre de Dios.
Despise him? Yet admire him? Whether you're a student of the dojo or a salty mono red scrub, head over to Moxfield, the official home for all of my deck lists. Whether you're here for standard, brawl, or both, see all of my deck lists from the videos on this channel. Study the curve, see an example hand, or do a virtual playtest. Whether you're trying to beat the one or study your sensei, find everything you need at Moxfield. Moxfield.com, the best site for Magic the Gathering decks on the internet.